updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Kandace and Denise. Let's go.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are switching our conversation now to World Breastfeeding Week. And we are being joined by Miss Rosemary Anatol, who is the advisor for the Breastfeeding Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
So let's talk first of all about, why are we celebrating World Breastfeeding Week? Why is there a week dedicated to it?
Okay, well, this week was established back in 1992 by the World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action. It's recognized by the World Health Organization and UNICEF. It's now celebrated in over 170 countries around the world. And it is really an opportunity to create awareness about the various issues related to breastfeeding. Every year there's a different theme. And so we celebrate World Breastfeeding Week here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's celebrated from the 1st to the 7th of August, but we have activities throughout the month of August. And we launched, the Breastfeeding Association of Trinidad and Tobago has been recognizing the week since the beginning. And we had a walk and breakfast in Trinidad to launch the week. And our kind of signature event is always the walk and breakfast in Tobago, which is happening this Saturday, the 19th.
And before we get into the walk, I just want to spend a little time on, just the importance about why should we recognize breastfeeding, or why should we pay attention to it? Why should there be an education drive about it?
Well, I think because it is now recognized by all health authorities that breastfeeding is really the best way for an infant and a young child to be fed. It's not just about food, of course, it's about nurturing and bonding and so many different things. It's really the optimal way to feed, and it really creates a foundation for good health. From the moment the baby's born, the immunity that is passed on to the baby, and the fact that everything contained in the breast milk is perfect for the baby. One of the unique things about human milk is that a mother's milk is ideally suited to her baby. So not every mother's milk will be exactly the same, but it will be ideal. And for instance, it changes if a baby is born premature. The mother's body knows that that baby needs something a little different. And the milk, the content of the milk actually changes as the baby grows. So it really provides that perfect basis for good health.
And what are some of the challenges that are faced by moms sometimes when it comes to breastfeeding, and how can they overcome those challenges?
Right. Well, to be able to breastfeed, you really need a supportive environment. You need people to support you who are knowledgeable about how breastfeeding works, and you need help if you have any challenges, if things don't go quite right from the beginning. Sometimes there are very sort of simple issues that can be resolved very quickly if you get help early on. And then, of course, the other challenges that mothers face is when they have to return to paid employment after maternity leave. And that, of course, is the theme for this year, which is, enabling breastfeeding and making a difference for working parents. And that is really an opportunity for us to reach out to employers, and not just employers, but to work colleagues, for people to be able to understand that a mother needs time and space to be able to express milk so that she can leave her milk for her baby. So we like to say breastfeeding is everyone's business, because everyone can play a part in supporting mothers. Because if things are in place from the beginning, if a baby is born in a baby-friendly hospital and there are other supportive areas and there are support services, then breastfeeding will go much better. And if I could say, that's one of the things that the Breastfeeding Association does. We provide a support service for mothers.
I was just about to ask you
Right.
to talk about some of the services you guys provide.
Yes. And we've been doing this, of course, since we were founded in 1977. So it's a long time of mother support. Mothers can contact us at any time. They can contact us by phone. They can message us. We can reach out to them. We can support them. We can give them hands-on help. We now have things like virtual support groups. We have those twice a month. And the good thing about that is people can contact us and join from anywhere. So we've actually had quite a lot of Tobago moms who come onto the support groups, and it really provides a sort of friendly, welcoming space where you can hear what other mothers are experiencing and share what is happening with you. So we have support groups. We have our Facebook page through the Breastfeeding Association of Trinidad and Tobago. We have Instagram. We have Zoom. We have so many ways that mothers can contact us. And although the hands-on help is always the best way, in person, one-on-one, which we always provide, there are also virtual counseling as well.
And what about the partnership with the Division of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection here in Tobago? How are you guys partnering with them to provide services?
Right. Well, this has been a long partnership. Certainly things like the walk and breakfast we have been doing in Tobago since 2001, and there has always been a partnership with them. We also have a Best Breastfed Baby competition that is in partnership with them. And over the years, we have provided training for BFHA trainers in the early years before they had their own trainers doing it. We have breastfeeding counselors in Tobago, so Tobago-based counselors. So we work in partnership with breastfeeding support and with training and with many other ways. Whatever they are doing, we are supporting it through literature and things like that.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what is happening on Saturday with the walk and the breakfast program.
Right. Well, the walk starts from Tambourine Square at 7 a.m. There's actually registration from 6 a.m. So we have free T-shirts and free breakfast for the first 150 people registered. So come early and register. And then from there, the walk goes to the Esplanade. The walk is led by the Boys Brigade. I have to acknowledge the Boys Brigade because they have been supporting us since the very first walk. And so they provide the music for the walk. We walk to the Esplanade, and at the Esplanade, we have the breakfast, we have the sort of formal part of the ceremony, and we have a prize giving for the Best Breastfed Baby competition. And the Secretary of Health will be joining the walk, and she will be speaking at the breakfast, and also from the TRHA. So it is a full morning of activities, of awareness, and we're really asking everyone to come out and support us. We've often have the police youth groups who come and support as well.
And of course, this is being done in partnership with the Division of Health.
It's being done in partnership with the Division of Health. They've been very, very supportive, as they always are. And so that is in partnership with them as well. They've been doing a lot of the promotional side of it to ensure that everyone is aware of what is happening.
And what about the other activities that are taking place this week, whether here in Tobago or in Trinidad?
Right. Well, what we've been doing in Trinidad and really in Tobago as well is reaching out to the health centers. They're having a lot of different awareness activities in different health centers. And so we support that. In Tobago, of course, the counselors in Tobago are supporting those activities. There's been an awareness in some of the libraries in Trinidad. So it's really reaching out one-on-one, talking with mothers in the different programs in the health centers. And also, of course, we will, as the month progresses, be reaching out to some of the corporate bodies and speaking to them to try and help them to understand that they need to provide spaces and things like that for the mothers and adequate time. So it's very much an awareness of health centers. But certainly the Best Breastfed Baby competition has been happening in health centers in Tobago it started in July, continuing into August, and of course culminating with the prize giving on Saturday.
And then how can people get in contact with the Breastfeeding Association if they need the support and they just want to be a part of it?
Right. Well, they can call or WhatsApp 468-5412. That is the best number. You will get directly in touch with us. You can send us a message on WhatsApp with that number. And there we can give you whatever information is needed. And as I said before, if a mother is seeking help, she can also go on Facebook. She can direct message us, and we can reach out and offer whatever support. Twice a month, on the first and third Wednesday of the month, we have our virtual support groups. We can send the link. The link is on Facebook, but we can send the link via WhatsApp. And we had a special one, of course, during World Breastfeeding Week for our World Breastfeeding Week support group.
All right, I want to thank you so much for being on with us and for sharing that information. And viewers, please get involved on Saturday. You know, it's a fun way to get out and to exercise and then just learn more about breastfeeding and, you know, how you can overcome some of the challenges that you might be facing.
And certainly moms can come with their babies with their strollers, as they always do. Moms, dads, grandparents, everyone. It's a family occasion. So we hope as many people will come out as possible.
All right, I want to thank you so much for being on with us. And viewers, please don't go anywhere because we've got more coming up for you after the break.
To a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise, the energy fill the sky.